Alright, so a few things that I wish I knew before my mission to Brazil. So first of all, I looked in my little missionary packet and it said bring a gazillion suits and pants and shirts and long sleeves and whatever, but that's not the case. So here's what you're going to want to bring. You're going to want about 3 pairs of dark pants. Don't bring light pants because you'll get a sweat line on your butt if you wear a backpack. And most missionaries do wear a backpack, so get a backpack. You're going to want to bring a backpack, definitely. Also, only bring one long sleeve shirt because you're not going to use long sleeve. It's friggin' hot in Brazil. So bring one and the rest short sleeve. And bring one suit at the very most. You're only going to use a suit coat when you meet the mission president or when you're going to have a conference with the Area 70, something like that. So you don't need to. Also, be prepared for people to make fun of you and be prepared for their slang. So a couple things that I wish I knew, their slang. One word that they use is pinto. Now that literally means like a baby chick or a chicken. But it also means, it refers to the male organ, the reproductive organ. So just be careful. If they say pinto, they're not always talking about a baby chick. Also, sapato in Portuguese means shoe. But when you say inho, that means small, and when you say ão, that means big at the end of words. But in this case, sapatão does not mean big shoe. That means a lesbian, usually found in the street. So be careful with that. Make sure to pack light. If I could do anything over again, it would be to pack light, only 1 suitcases. The Brazilian missionaries will give you heck if you have more than 1 suitcase. They'll say, wow, did you bring your whole house with you? And the worst part is on transfer day, we don't have cars, no one picks us up, no one cares. You take the train and it's full of people all the time. And people run over your stuff and it'll be awful. So pack light as you possibly can. And if you're in São Paulo, you're going to want to get a bilhete único. And what does that mean? So you can get a credit card to get on the buses, and it'll also give you integration for the trains. And why that is good, because if you get the bus and train every single day, you're definitely going to want this card because you don't have to pay again and again and again. You just get the bus once, and then you only have to pay like 60 cents or something to get on the train. And you're going to want to bring a very comfortable pair of walking shoes because you're going to walk like crazy. Brazilian missionaries don't get cars, they don't get anything, they don't get bikes, nothing. Bring some good walking shoes. Also, it's going to rain a lot. You'll think, oh, it's good weather outside, it's not going to rain today, but it's going to rain. You never know when it's going to rain, so bring a good umbrella. So every day as a missionary, you get fed lunch. You don't get dinner, you don't get breakfast, you get lunch. And usually the sisters like to make a lot of food. And they'll kind of be offended if you don't eat a lot of food. So my suggestion is on the first round, first serving, eat just a little bit. And then you can eat again. And you say, oh, look, sister, I ate again. And they'll be so happy. So just make sure to go small on the first round. Lastly, just remember that for Brazilians, soccer is the most important thing. It's more important than God. It's more important than their food. It's more important than another person or their family. Soccer is the most important thing. So when you go to someone's house and they say, oh, well, I'm a Palmeiras or I vote for the team Palmeiras, you say, oh, me too. I love them. If you go to someone else's house, they say, oh, I vote for Sao Paulo or I like the Sao Paulo team. You say, oh, me too. That's the best team. So you're always going to want to agree with what they say because if you say, oh, I'm a Corinthiano, and they don't like that team, they're going to say, oh, I don't like you. You're already going to start off on the wrong foot. So make sure to always agree with the person that you're talking to about football or about soccer. Yeah, football, soccer. They call it futebol in Brazil. Alright, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, you can leave it down in the comments, and I would be glad to answer your questions about Brazil. I love Brazil, I love the Brazilians, they're great people, and I hope you have a great mission.